And welcome back to the Cfrl YouTube channel with a race coming here to you at Phoenix in the Xfinity cars. I'm here joined by Tegan Jones. How are you doing, Jones?
I'm doing.
So, obviously, Phoenix is well known for tire wear, massive amounts of tire wear. Do you think this is going to affect any driver, especially guys that don't know how to save tire wear and run out of tire quicker? Or do you think this is because of the 3 times wear that tires aren't going to matter as much?
Tires are going to matter. Actually, you're going to run out of tires more than you are fuel, and if you don't, it's because you're really slow or really tight. So I don't look for them to have to pit for fuel tonight for during the stage and during the run to the checkered flag. So it's going to come down to needing the tires.
So I mean that seems to be the trend for our latest Phoenix races because tires have always been an issue for everybody here at this track. So with guys like Mike, or maybe even a Cavron, do you think those guys could save tires because they are Cup guys and know how to save the tire?
It's with the times three wear makes it a little bit more harder to save tires, especially if you're already wearing out the right rear. If you're wearing out the right front, it might be doable because you just back up your corners. But because it's always going to be the right rear, you back up your corners to try to save tires. It's just making it worse. So I just with it being on times three, times two, you could do it possibly times three it's just really hard and same thing when you're trying to save fuel. It's just really hard to do when you're on times three or four wear.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. But I mean, guys that are veterans at this track are probably going to be able to save that tire a little bit better. But it's probably not going to be as much to where maybe speed might be the way to go instead of trying to save and stay back like some tracks are. So it's just going to be interesting because obviously you do have Kevron and you do have Mike who are Cup guys, and then you have Harris who's full time in both series. Same with Spencer, but could there be a surprise winner? I mean, this is a track that could always surprise due to the tire wear.
It's only going to be a surprise winner, I think, if we go green from start to finish, or at least from the stage.
Hmm.
The stage break. If it goes green, we might have a surprise winner because I think we might be in a fuel mileage position, and then it's going to come down if you can save gas and save tire.
I mean, if you're in that situation where you have to save fuel, who would you bet your money on?
At this point, I think you can bet on anybody. I know Mike don't like doing it, but he if it's just a
Can
lap
do
or
it.
two, he can do it. Kevron is the same way. Incog, I think, could save it. It's just if they catch it quick enough to do it, is going to be the
Right.
problem.
And we're not mentioning the guy with the wheel in there. I mean, obviously Spencer, he might be able to do it. I mean, he's been able to pull it off at times.
I think Spencer is the one that can't do it. He doesn't catch it quick enough, and even though he's on the wheel and he's got the pedals and stuff, I've not seen him do it but one time, and that was at a road course where he had such a big lead he was able to do it. I don't think he's going to be doing that today. I think he's going to be balls out, and then I also think that he's going to wear out his tires more than the other guys, so he's not even going to be in a position to save fuel if it comes down to it.
Right. I mean, that's definitely going to be the trick. It's going to be, can you do both? And I think that's almost impossible to do, especially at Phoenix. So it's going to be intriguing. It's definitely going to be interesting because that's going to mean pit strategy. And the guy that's probably the best at strategy in the midweek series is not even racing tonight in S'mores, which I think opens
Yeah,
up.
and on the flip side of that, Mike is good at strategy too. He's good at short pitting. So, and short pitting may be if
Might
it's
be the
if you
go.
don't care about fuel mileage or if it doesn't come down to it, short pitting is what's going to be the king move
Right.
to do today. So I want short pit it by a lot because you're just going to get caught on the other end. But yeah, if you can short pit a couple laps, if you're close enough to jump somebody and get a
Right.
good lead. By the time they catch you, they may run their shit up and you even out. So
Uh,
Mike won the qualifier, and I can't tell who got the fastest
they
lap yet.
believe it is Mr. Spencer. It
Yes,
is.
Spencer.
So your front row is going to be Spencer and Kevron. Uh, the second row is going to be Mike and Kylo, and rounding out is going to be the 54 and the 1. So that's intriguing.
Hancock didn't take a lap.
No, he did not. That's very interesting.
How did you run a 5.97? That's as I get. It was when me and T were neck and neck, and I was like,
Now, stage is 33 to 34, by the way.
Yes.
So it's at least a one stop perfectly. We can join.
Join, yes. As we are joining the track right now here at Phoenix. I mean, that's interesting. Incog not taking a lap is very, very interesting in my opinion.
I don't know if he
took
if he was even in the qualifier. He may not have been in the qualifier. So
right.
With it being such a short field tonight, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. So obviously stage 33, 34, you're going to have to pit.
Fuel range here is about 24 laps, but like I said, I don't see a lot of people doing that.
Yeah.
So no, we may see some short pitting tonight in this stage.
And here they come to the green. And the green flag is out here at Phoenix. Decent start for the 19. 44 also sticks to the outside there. The 7 is going to get up under the 44. Good start for the inside line. Ooh, a little dicey there. A little slide job by the 19. Very, very iffy there by him. A little too early to maybe do that. Going to 3 and 4. Spencer throws it in there to try to hold on to the lead and not get ran over by the 44. A good run by the 44 on the middle lane. Do you think that could be a factor at all, or especially in a corner like 3 and 4?
Well, if you can dominate and let it go up a little bit and then get the run and then point it to the bottom and get that straight shot off, then it's definitely going to be the line to run. But you're only going to be able to do that if you're not tight. And the only thing is, if you're not tight to be able to do it, if you do it long enough, you're going to make yourself loose. That's what's going to burn the right rear up.
Absolutely, and I mean,
and cutting the dog leg ain't going to help much either. And there's something to look at. I've noticed Harris is not cutting it yet, so
I think he's going to wait to do that. And trying to diamond 1 and 2 is also not going to help very much either. Go on board with Cfrl here in second. He's been able to hang a little bit. Ooh, Spencer really tight there. I mean, that's the problem that you're going to have here, because I think these guys are really throwing it in 3 and 4, from what I've noticed.
It's just with it doesn't do much to you if you don't. There's no consequence of driving in deep. You can recover pretty quick. It's, for a track that burns up the right rear, these cars are still kind of on the tight side, even with high sliders. And we know Spencer loves them high sliders. I say he's probably still at least 1 above everybody else on the average.
Absolutely, and I think it helps with him having a wheel. But I mean, still, he's definitely going to be at least 1, if not 2, above these guys here in the lobby. Obviously, new leader, the 44. Ooh, the 9 almost made a move on the 7. Kylo's having a pretty strong run so far behind the top 3 as the 19 goes under.
The 9, Harp had some help this week on with practice here, so I wouldn't be surprised. And he ran good in the practice that we all ran a little bit earlier too, right up until he had to pit.
Right. Ooh, into the wall goes the 44. That might have been a little contact there. I don't know if they met in the middle.
I think they both were coming off tight, to be honest.
Ooh, a little bit more door banging here between the 7 and the 44. I think Mike's going to be able to get the second position here. No,
we almost had 3 wide behind them.
Ooh,
yeah.
Very dicey. Very close there. Seems definitely that middle lane, especially in 1 and 2, is getting that run. Ooh, more contact there. 44 runs it a little hot in there to the high line. It's going to be allowing the 7 to clear here. Oh, Kyle is going for 3rd place here, and it's getting ready to bunch up here between 2nd.
Oh, yeah, Kylo really cut Mike a break there because Harris about ran him over.
Yeah, between 3rd and...
Well, not Mike. That's Cfrl.
Yeah,
My bad.
No, you're good. So it looks like between what third is that third and seventh or sixth?
Well,
That they're
it's 6 because Matt's a little bit behind.
yeah, but I mean that's starting to turn into a massive battle here. That's gonna allow uh, the leader, our Spencer and
Spencer
Mike,
and Michael.
to get away here.
Yeah.
I think Mike might have a little bit of the faster car too. He's starting to get in a little rhythm. It looks like getting away from these guys.
But Kevron might be a little bit tight here. It looks like he's going to let Harp go there.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to as well. I think the 9's really got a lot of speed currently. Yeah, first and second's really gunned away here, Tegan. I mean, it's going to be
I mean, they have, but, thirds, I mean, they've not yarded them yet.
Which, again, shows the practice that Kyle has really put into this track. He's really able to get it to the yellow in 3 and 4 and just kind of get it off easy off the corner. I think cutting the dog leg's going to end up hurting one of these guys. Question of who and who's going to have to pit first. Seems like the 19's really got a good car right now. He's been able to hold steady right now.
I've noticed, though, in practice earlier that a lot of the cars fell off in the last 3 of the 4 laps of the tire run.
So it's gonna be it's got to be who can control the car more.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that it seems like people get loose. It's just they get really slow.
Right.
I don't know if it's just getting tight or what.
It could be just a little bit of both. I mean, like you said, these cars act tight, but then your tires are saying something completely different. So it could be just a little bit of both, or just driving style. Really, as the 54 falls back into I believe that's 6th. Yeah. Hancock moved his way up into 5th. Yeah, on board with the 19. He's just, I don't know if it seems like he's managing the gap to where he's not getting away, but also just trying to maintain what he has right now, knowing that tires are probably going to be an issue.
It looks like Kevron's trying to go back around Harp.
It seems like his car started coming back to him. Down on the inside of the 9. Is he going to be able to clear him? No. 9 gets the run off the corner. See if he's going to be able to get him here in 3 and 4. He is. Oh, never mind. The 9 gets a nice little run into the corner. This is a nice little battle between these two. Oh, really overran the corner there. It's going to allow Kylo to get right back around him. It's allowing the 20 and the 54 to come right back into this battle as well.
Hang in, yeah. I will say this: I think Spencer is gapping Michael a little bit, but like I said, we've got about another. This is about the part of the run where the time really starts to fall off.
Yeah.
It just depends if everybody falls off together.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's going to be the case. Oh, as they're just battling a big time here between the 9 and the 44.
Oh, Michael short pitting it, and Harris.
That's no surprise between no surprises between
and
them.
Nobody said nothing either.
That's
all I heard was Cavron going,
Yep. That's all. That's what Mike tends to do. That's his game, is playing it very quietly. He's known for short pitting and making really great decisions. It's won him a couple cup races too, doing that strategy. I believe that's going to be the 9 and the 20 entering pit road. I don't know that for the 19 to stay out this long, that's a very questionable decision.
Yeah, considering that he would have time to get it back, maybe, but we know Spencer is really conservative on pit entry.
Yeah, let's see if he enters here. Yeah,
I think he's pitting. He's below the line.
No,
he is not. That's a 3rd lap.
If I'm Spencer, you should be going in right about now. I mean, I think you have to at this point, unless you have faith in your tires. But that just seems... I wouldn't be able to trust my car for this long here at Phoenix. Alright, here
Spencer
goes
is pitting,
in.
and he's really already slow.
Really, really slow. Oh! This is what could have cost him at Iowa, but it didn't because his car was just that good. Here
Yeah.
at Phoenix, this is something that I don't think you're going to be able to pull off because you're going to have more guys short pit, and as you saw, it was first the 7 and the 54, and then everybody else but did the 44 pit, or am I going crazy?
I'm pretty sure everybody pitted within in a 2-lap window there.
And he's the only one that didn't. That's gutsy. And if he takes 2 tires, that's really going to be a questionable decision because I don't think your left sides will be able to last that long. Should be coming out.
He's coming out right now, yeah. He's going to be behind, but not as bad as I thought.
Not as bad. Oh, and Cfrl went in too with 0% tire. Oh, he just entered.
Oh, so he hadn't pitted either.
No, I thought he didn't.
Oh, okay.
I never saw him enter. I want to see if Mike battles him here. I think if you're Mike, you might mess around with him a little bit.
The only thing is, I think if Mike's, he's going to have to block.
Why not?
Because I think Spencer with 2 or 3 laps fresher tires, it should be an easy pass.
Yeah, you're starting to
see. If he gets the right run.
He's already there to the back bumper. I want to see if Mike does make the block here. Yeah, kind of. He's blocking the inside lane, but I don't know if it's going to be...
but I think Spencer is going to get a run off the corners eventually, right here, and then they got to dodge Cfrl.
Woo! Ooh, man.
Got too high there. If he'd been about a half a lane down, he would have been all right.
But this is really going to help Cfrl, who's on the freshest of freshest tires right now.
Which tells me that Cfrl must have had a really aggressive entry.
Yeah.
Oh, that looked closer than what it should have been. I was waiting on Mike to spin.
Yeah, especially that's very dangerous, but you can't blame Mike just trying to battle a little bit to hold on to the lead. So it seems like short pitting might not be the way to go. Seems like some guys are able to really elongate their tires.
It tells me that either these guys really had conservative entries as well, except for the exception of Cfrl. Because for him to stay out as long as he did a really good job of staying in touch like he has. But it's maybe Spencer had a good entry. It just didn't look like it on our side. But
yeah, maybe
it could have also been that Mike didn't either.
I don't know. Mike didn't have a good stop either. He did have a 16-1 pit stop, which will hurt a lot of times a really good possibility of a stage win or a race win or good finishing position. Those pit stops do matter. Did the 44 take 2 tires? Because I've noticed that he is not catching these guys. That's why he was able to stay around as long as he did.
If he had... Oh, yeah, I think he has.
Yeah, because look how he's already catching him.
Well, he's already told Harris and Harp to let him know when they catch him.
Like, they caught him pretty quickly, too. I was like, that doesn't seem right. Like, if you were on 4 tires coming out, you should have been there with them already. So I think that was just him trying to keep track position, really, because I don't think it's...
Yeah,
I don't think he would have been there if he would have done
this stage
4.
should be... Unless we get a yellow or Spencer fucks it up, but this stage is set.
It is set in stone for Spencer to win it for sure. I don't think P3 is set just yet. I mean, it's probably going to go to Kylo, but unless something happens, because Cfrl being on 2 could really Yep, there's the confirmation. Kylo did ask if Cfrl took 2, and he did.
But that is good to know that 2 tires does hold on a little bit like that.
Yeah, especially
By the time
maybe. But yeah, I mean that's definitely interesting. Good to know that 2 tires are going to last this long. Spencer in P1. Here comes Kylo getting ready to pass the 44 of Cfrl to take the position, and we'll probably finish in the stage P3 unless, God forbid, something crazy happens. There goes the move right now for the 9. And the 9 moves up under. Oh, he doesn't get. Oh, just not a big enough front. Does that allow the 54 to get there? No, it does not. 54 is just a little too far back right now. And now the 9's ahead of him. And now here comes the 54. I don't think P3's settled just yet, ladies and gentlemen. Enters the corner. Oh, really hot into the corner there. 54 is going to be able to pass the 44. Is he able to get to the 9? No. What a corner for the 9. What a corner. Spencer has pulled away from the 7. My goodness, what a car he has tonight. He's looking like he has a really good car tonight. Just like he did in Iowa. As the white flag is out for the stage, the 19th is on cruise control. He's going to be your stage winner for tonight. Here comes the 7, who's going to be second. P3 is going to be Kylo. And it looks like P4 is going to be Harris. And P5 is a battle between Incog and Cfrl. Let's see if Incog gets by him. Oh, big block. Here comes the 54 that sends it in. But it's going to be the 9 that gets P3, the 54 P4, and the 44 P5. The 19, what a car he has. He has got a good car tonight. But I think if Mike's able to hold on, be able to get there in time, I don't know if Spencer's going to be able to fend him off. Cannot let any anxiousness get to you as the big run comes about to you here shortly once these pit stops happen. I think really you got to think about this too. You got a surprise car here. Could be the 9 that he has had a very, very surprisingly good run here tonight. He has had a good car, been no lower than 4th, if I'm not mistaken, for most of this race. I believe pits are going to be open this time around. Yes, they are. And here they all come entering pit road. What in the world's going on? Alright, they are all in. Spencer needs a good pit stop to hold on to the lead. Because the 7 had a really good pit entry here. He is right behind him. Let's see what happens. Alright, everyone in pit road. Let's see who comes out first. Not a good stop at all from the 7. Not happy at all. So that's going to allow the 19 to hold on to the lead. Does it allow? Mike is going to be able to hold on to second, it seems like. Kylo 3rd, Harris 4th, and Cfrl 5th to round out the top 5. All right. Coming to the choose. see where the 19 goes here. I think the 19 meant to pick the bottom, but he was on the high line. That was a disaster right there as we come to the green. Here we come to the green to start the long run here. Green flag is out. What a start for the 19. The 19 really got a big start there. Let's see if he can be able to hold on here. Mike gets clear of the 9. 44 is still the outside of the 9, and the 54 is right behind them. 19 throws it in there hard to try to get away. 7 hot on his tail with a really good corner and big run. 44 is P3 still battling with the 9, which has been a consistent battle all race. Let's see if the 7 is able to build up a run here to get by the 19. He may think he has a better car. Let's see. Oh, a battle in the back there between, I believe, the 20 and the 1. The 1's going to be able to get by. Another really good corner for the 7. Another decent run. Throws it in there to turns 3 and 4. Ooh, Spencer a little tight on entry. Big run from the 7. I think the 19 is just able to hold a line there just a little bit easier. Big entry.
Looks like Cfrl came to play this run.
Yeah, he's Welcome back, Jones.
Sorry, I had a phone call.
Oh, you're good. Missed nothing much. 19 ran away with the stage. Oh, yeah, Cfrl really came to play now. He is zooming into the set towards the 7.
And that's if this race goes green and you got somebody like Cfrl up there racing the guy that's been leading this race, there is going to be no tire saving or fuel saving for that matter.
Yeah. And I think that 44 might be the fastest car on the track right now. He is right there. If I'm Mike, you might have to let him go. That 44's really got a good car right now. Yeah. Look at that. I mean, he's just able to throw it in much deeper, too.
And I'm sure he's being a nuisance right now to Mike. Yeah, he just mentioned it.
Yeah, it's not going to help either of them, for sure. It's just going to allow the 19 to just scoot away here. I mean, it's not going to help either. I just think the 44 might just be the faster car right now. But maybe I'm wrong. Well, Mike does not think he's fast. Mike does not think Cfrl is faster.
So that stream is about a lap behind.
Yeah.
And we're watching this, and he's all over his ass.
Yeah, he is. I don't know.
Mike is giving him these Miranda rights.
I think you got to let the 44
they're
go.
not agreeing right now either.
No, they were not. They were not agreeing at all from what the party said. Mike said he...
And if you're Spencer, this is where you keep your mouth shut and you just fucking keep your eyes forward.
Keep your eyes forward, turn off the mirror, you are good to go.
And that's not a good line that he just took.
Oh, no. Good Lord, no. You want to be able to try to dime in the corner more than anything else. I mean, think of previous Phoenix winners at this track. They were able to do something. Ooh! Really tight for the 7 there. I don't know. I'm gonna be in a little bit of...
I don't know.
I think you gotta let this 44 go. If you're the 7, just take up...
Well, the thing is, they're doing this and they're keeping up. And if it becomes too much of a nuisance, you gotta let them go, but in hope that you get the favor repaid back.
Yeah, and I mean, look at that. I mean, I think that time it really hurt them because Spencer really started getting away, and just allows the 9 to get back to him. Yeah, I don't know. Mike just seems a little tight right now too. It just maybe getting behind somebody would help. Because Spencer's just starting to get away.
Yeah,
now.
Mike does look a little
Yeah, he looks a
Snug.
little snug. Yeah, getting up to the wall way too much, and it's just allowing the 44 to get all these runs.
Well, the 44 did not lay over. That's for damn sure.
No, and I don't think he should right now. I mean, I think he's definitely the faster car. I think right now he's got the better chance to go after the 19. Maybe longer in the run you trust the 7 to get through, but I just think if you're the 7, maybe cut your losses right now instead of holding everybody else back. Because I feel like Cfrl made an adjustment to that 44 machine, and it took off. Ooh. Curious
The
if
1
there's
and 20 back are trying to cause a yellow. They are
I-
walling each other.
I think that's what Spencer does not want to see. They do not want to see that. Right now, Mike's starting to gun away a little bit. I just think maybe short run speed, the 44 definitely has the car, but not during the long run. I think that's where Mike is starting to shine now. So maybe it was better for Mike to hold on to the position. See if he can try to chase down the 19. I feel like the 19's just been really consistent all night tonight. I gotta give credit to Kylo though. He's really been able to kind of hold up with these guys who have definitely been the fastest through on this track. He's up there and he is holding on.
It definitely shows that Mike's worked with him really well this week.
And I think it's a good, hopefully, signs to, or hope for things to come for Kylo. I'd love to see him get some really good runs here at the midweek. Oh, I don't know. I feel like it's like a few laps to 7's better than the 44 is better. You know what I mean? It just feels.
Yeah, it's just that they're going back and forth. One gets tight and then the other gets tight.
And then, I mean, if they were both able to line up really well, I think.
And they're doing this, and they're not losing a lot of time to Spencer, but they're not gaining. So there is a plus side to it.
Yeah, I mean, they hopefully were to catch Spencer, but I mean, just not being able to.
I think this is what's going to open strategy. Oh, I'm telling you, Cfrl looks like he shoved it in there, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell.
I think this is going to open up some pit strategy because I think we're going to see maybe Mike short pit it to get away from Cfrl.
Yeah, he might. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. It's definitely something that Mike is, again, well known for. That we said before the race even began that he is well known for short pitting, but we noticed that it didn't work last time very well for him.
If Matt and Incog go back and watch this broadcast, I have been watching it on my end, but not sure about Ryan.
I have not been able to hold tight on them very much. I'm guessing they're
going back and forth.
Oh.
Okay, Mike's finally let him go. Looked like he got damaged,
no,
maybe.
He's not happy.
Man, it was a.
Cfrl says it was a bubble, and Mike said, "Okay, whatever."
Yeah, agreed to disagree. Matt's pitting, so he starts the early pitting.
Yeah.
Mike's down to 15 and 20 on his right, or 20-13. So.
Oh yeah, they're 9's going in.
This is where Mike, I think, short pits it here in a little bit.
Oh, Spencer really
Matt
down
sped.
Oh.
9 pitting, 19 getting the. Oh,
Oh,
Mike just.
no.
That fucked Mike.
Oh no, that really hurt Mike. He definitely has front end damage from that. That was a really late entry. That was really late. If you knew you had someone behind you there, you had to call it. I think Mike's got to come in.
Yeah,
now.
Mike's not happy, and you're trying to keep up with the 19 when he makes his pit, because 19 made he was the first one to pit of the leaders. But But yeah, the call wasn't made when it probably should have been.
Yeah, and he has a second of damage.
There's literally nobody on the racetrack right now. I'm cycling through everything, so...
Well, here goes the one. The one is now on the racetrack, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he sped, so he's going to be behind.
A beautiful Oreo machine. Oh, oh! Look at this. The 44 and the 19 are bumper to bumper. This could get really interesting between these two. Starting to notice the aggressiveness from Cfrl between him and Mike. You could see this between him and the 19 now. Oh, I don't... Look at that big run from Cfrl there. And I think Spencer tried to butt into a conversation.
Yeah, yes, he did.
Oh, shit. Oh. That was an interesting way to try to butt into a conversation that was something that he did not belong to. I don't know, maybe this... I think the 44 can get around the 19, and that might put a little bit of pressure on him.
Yeah, it's... yeah.
Ooh, a little tight there. Little tight there. But a nice, decent run off the corner there. See if he tries to throw it in, maybe? No. I think Spencer's able to get in the corner a little better, especially on fresh tires. I think it's going to be a good run here for the 44. Maybe not. I don't know. This 19 just feels like it's on rails. That he feels real confident right now. He just can't hit the wall or anything. One mistake and the 44 is going to pass him. I think the 44 knows it.
The 44 may be just hanging now.
I don't know, definitely.
What are the chances that Spencer was taking it easy while him and Mike were racing each other and just saving his stuff, and now he's going to let it all hang out? I mean, we tend to say that Spencer don't think that way, but Spencer does get worked with a lot, and Midweek is his playground. Considering that a lot of the Cup guys don't run it, or we don't have a lot run it at the same time.
Yeah,
that tends to. It's a little learning curve that he can, learn, and that could translate to Cup eventually. Run just hard enough to stay ahead, and then don't show you damn cards till it matters.
Right. I mean, I definitely agree with that. I mean, he hasn't shown his cards too much tonight. He's just been able to stay consistent, and he got lucky that most of the time, second place was just a whole battle between either the 7 or the 44, or even at times the 7, 44, and the 9. I mean, I think if you're Spencer now, you're going to have to show a little bit, but not too much. These two are just... I
didn't catch if Mike fixed his damage. I'm assuming he did, because he did have 3%.
He did fix his damage. He had a 17-2 stop. So
and Cfrl had damage too from it, but he still came out with Spencer, and that I think could be down to the pit entry.
Yeah, I mean, I think pit entry might be key again when they go in.
Unless, Spencer is pulling away. What if Cfrl didn't fix his damage? He still got the back end damage. It could be making him loose already.
I don't know, because he seems a little more snug than loose, don't you think?
It's hard to tell with this racetrack, because it's different than it is in the Cup. You're still wearing out the right side tires, and they're actually kind of even, instead of the right rear being heavily wearing out. But but you're not getting loose at the same time. Like, you're not breaking loose off these corners.
Right.
The car doesn't show what your tire is doing in the Xfinity Series here.
Which is very true. I mean, notice that in Charlotte. I don't know. Maybe, I just think the 19's got just a really good overall car.
I've got a prediction.
All right.
So Mike is behind the 8 ball. He's not going to catch them.
No.
They would have to have some pretty good damage on a very long run
Correct.
for him to even have a shot. A lot of them pitted outside the fuel window still.
Yeah.
Mike's not completely left the 9 car after he caught him and passed him with ease. So, and Mike's pretty good on the fly on thinking of, of the strategy when he's behind.
Like when he's
so
behind
he
April.
could be saving gas right now.
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me.
Because I'm telling you, I think they're only going to be short 2, maybe 3 laps at best, depending on where their tire wear is.
Yeah, and now with Spencer getting away, maybe, which is weird too. If you notice that he pitted earlier than he did during the stages, right? It felt like.
So, and I can also say this. Cfrl was there, and now he's dropping back, so he could also be saving gas.
Yeah.
Because he's lost a lot of time in a very short period to Spencer.
And Spencer, like we mentioned earlier, doesn't catch on very quickly.
Doesn't catch on quick enough for that. No, he does not. And you're not going to be able to save that in one run. You're going to have to do it over basically whatever runs we have left. You're going to have to save a lap here and a lap there, and maybe even a lap, more.
Yeah. And right now, Mike is, I think, within the window. He's at 11 laps right now with 31 to go through pure his stream. So with them just now going to passing.
Well, I take that back. This is not a field mileage race then.
Yeah.
So they all should be in a window here in about.
Yeah, but
5-6 more laps.
But that puts the question of does Mike's actually work out a little better?
So we're also depending on if they can actually do a whole fuel run, and nobody's been able to do that yet on tires. Fuel run is 24, 25 laps, but you're able to maybe only do 20.
The one that actually did it was the 44. He's the only one that did it.
Still don't think he done a whole fuel run though. I think he had to pit because he was on 0%. He probably still had 2 or 3 laps in the tank.
Probably, and so I think really, can anyone do it? And the answer to me is no. And this is where you say like certain guys tend to shine. I think this is where Mike might shine because again, he's very masterful with racetracks. So I think he may be saving more tire than first and second.
So Mike is on his stream right now. He is coming to 28 to go, and he's got about 8 laps on his fuel. That would put, if he could do the rest of his fuel run, that would put him pitting with 20 to go.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be able to do that unless he gets aggressive on saving gas.
36 and 29.
Yeah. This is going to be very close on some people.
And I think this is where your strategy comes into play. This might work out for Mike.
Well, I'm watching his stream. I'm not catching a lot on him saving gas. So he may not be doing it.
No. But there goes the one in.
Oh, and that's actually that's early even for Matt. So that's gonna put Matt in an extra pit stop too.
Yeah. As they just cross the line for lap 75. Mike at 7 laps, 23 left, 26 to go. Oh no, Cfrl's gonna have to save fuel.
Oh yeah, he's pitted, so no, he's not saving fuel. He has to stop again. There is no saving fuel for the 44.
Nope, he's gonna have to make another stop.
I don't see it
19
happening.
in, 19 in.
Yeah, they forced the 19 in when he made that call. That forced the 19. Now this is where I think Mike's got about two more laps in him.
Yeah, I think this is where Mike's strategy really comes into play.
Yep, Hart pits, Harris pits. So these guys are not going to make it. I don't think. If they do, it's barely.
Yeah, lap 77.
I think they're going to have to save. I don't think Mike will when he makes his stop.
No, I don't think he'll have to. He can go full go.
Another one, Incog, is still out.
Yeah, Mike's going to stay out another lap. He feels confident in his tires. I think he can go one more lap. He's at 11% with 4 laps of fuel.
This is where he'll pit.
This is where he'll pit, for sure.
With 20... He's still going to be close on him. He's pitting with 23 to go.
Yeah, but I mean, it'll be well. They'll cross the line at 22. So.
Yeah, he'll be right there.
Oh no, he stayed out. That is gutsy. He's at 7%. He was 6% coming off with 6% coming.
So the thing is, even if he does blow a tire, he has to fix the damage.
Yeah.
These guys are all going to have to make extra pit stops. He can still win this. I think he's going to make it.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's in now.
That was a good entry, too.
He pitted with 2% on the right rear.
Unbelievable. And when he gets out, it'll be 21 to go.
This is how much he saved. So he was saving because his right front was at 22%.
Yeah.
That's pretty high on a right front.
Told you.
For here.
He knows how to save tire. That's just going to work out perfectly for him. Where these guys are going to have to make extra pit stops, especially the 19. Love to mention, unless the 44 sped, 44 is ahead right now. 15.5 stop, 2 for the 17. What a stop. What did I miss? What did I miss? What did Spencer say?
Oh, fucking Spencer.
What did he say?
Cfrl was going to block him with all due respect. And then Spencer's like, with all respect, though, right?
But, yeah, 44 is the leader currently. And then the 7 is P5. But he's the one that might not have to pit. This is where this gets really intriguing here. Because if you're the 19, you can't go balls to the walls, but now the 44 is ahead of you. So you're thinking, oh shit, I gotta go.
I think you go, he's blocking. I think you go balls to the wall because I don't think they're going to make it either one on tires.
No. Oh, God, no.
Especially now that they're racing like this.
Oh, they're banging doors. Ooh.
Ooh, still banging.
More doors.
And
oh, he's running them up the track too. This is gonna get crazy here. See if he throws it in here again. Oh.
7 made quick work of Harris. Really, all Mike's got to do from here on out is just coast it. Is right because he does not have to make another stop.
No, he does not.
Put some extra assurance in that tire bank.
Beating and banging right now between the 19 and the 44. No, 44 throws it in there too. See if he runs it up again. Nope.
This is definitely not a. This is definitely a one-stop race for them.
Yep, and I think they know it. But this is what Mike.
Well, I think they know it, and they don't realize that there's 2 that don't.
Yeah, 20 and the 7. They are just beating the hell out of each other right now. Oh my goodness.
And they may be a caution, which is really going to piss Mike off.
Yeah, because Mike has the strategy down pat. Oh! They are racing really hard right now. This is wild. This is wild. Spencer's throwing it in there. Cfrl's just able to hold the bottom. I mean,
and they're still hitting.
Lord.
That looks so violent on here. Like they're actually going inside each other.
Oh my God. Yeah, see if slide job. Yep. Oh, I think Spencer's going to get him here.
Get 2 down low there, you're going to end up hitting.
But you're going to have to anyways.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have been a good stop. That would have been a speeding penalty.
That would have been a speeding
Trust me, I've been there.
Been there, done that. Oh. Cfrl got another good run off the corner. They're just running.
I'm telling you, they keep this. The 9 and the 7 car will actually catch them, and it won't even matter.
Yeah, Mike will just get there, no problems asked. They're only.
But like I said, I think Mike's got to save, put some extra, some extra percentage points in the bank for that.
They're only about a straightaway away right now. It feels like maybe half. And Cfrl's making him earn this too. I mean, holy moly. I mean, I get why Kevron's making him earn it, but still, I mean, this is wild beyond belief. Because these two could easily cause a caution, and that's really going to set off.
I think I know what's going on here, and it is what it is. But
oh my goodness! This is just dangerous racing right now. I mean, these guys could. What do you think is going on right now?
I think. Ooh,
they are just beating him down right now. If this had any sort of
Cfrl's just playing games right now. He knows that he may know that he's not winning this race.
I mean, if this was real life, there would be a tire rub for both these guys on all ends of their cars. They'd have to pit already. Right? Oh, 19 runs it high. You gonna be able to get the run? No. This seems like Kevron's able to hold, and I mean the 9 and the 7 are just chilling right now. They're just cruising, and we know the 9's got to pit again. And Mike's just kind of on cruise control as they cross the line for lap 90. Yeah, I mean, if you're Mike, you just ride right now, honestly. Unless those guys somehow magically make it, which I just don't see happening. This is probably the 7. This is probably the 7s to. Ooh. I mean, these guys are just racing their minds off right now. Oh my goodness. As the 7's now in 3rd, this is dangerous because if I'm going to be honest, these two are going to probably run it till they blow a tire or run out of fuel. I don't see them pitting. They're in 1st and 2nd. Run it till this car dies, right? And you got to be aggressive some way, somehow. And here goes the 19 under the 44. I mean, this is what Mike wants to see. Goes the 1 in.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I just had an interesting conversation.
Ooh. Talk to me.
I think a lot of people are blind to the obvious right now.
Oh.
They still don't realize that the 7 car can make it, and the way they're racing, whatever shot they had, it's gone.
Is this? Let me guess. You were talking to the 7 car just right about now.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's it.
I can't divulge my sources.
I mean, Mike knows Mike has to know he has this in the bag. Ooh, Spencer's very questionable right now. He's like, I don't know.
Yep, I heard it.
Because I mean, these guys are.
Spencer's adoring him now.
Because there's Mike coming across the line now in the background. I don't think Spencer's going to make it. But there they go. Oh, no, Spencer stays out.
I would have heard when they realized it. Did he speed?
Oh, Cameron popped the tire.
Oh.
Do you hear that? Spencer's going slow. Oh, he blew a tire!
Save.
I think he blew a tire. He might have blown a tire. I don't know. He hit the wall there. He's in. 19 in. Your race leader is now the 7 car, and he's just gonna put this.
He don't have to pit.
They're
and
not
the
even
19 is sighing.
He knows it's over.
They're talking about the race being over for him. 23-second pit stop for Cfrl for the damage.
Yep, it's over.
But they just don't realize yet that it was over about 20 laps ago.
Mike's just playing fiddle with them now. Mike is playing with them right now.
Incog's about to let it go.
Where's he at? Is he P2 right now?
He will be P2 if he is not, but I'm pretty sure he's P2.
Mike's at 24 and 16. He can make it with ease.
Yep.
Yeah, Mike's won this. Mike is...
Yep, coming to two to go.
Yeah. So he's getting ready to come to the white flag lap now on our screens. What a call. I mean, he knew it. Again,
he knew it from the get-go. He knew it before this race even started, just like I did.
Yeah, that strategy right there, on a whim. He calls it, comes to the white flag here. And the 7, with strategy in mind, is going to pull this off. I mean, what a call. One of the smartest guys in the league. Comes off turn 2 for the final time. As he enters 3 and 4 for the final time, he's going to come home a winner off a beautiful strategy call. Mike, man, is your winner today here at Phoenix. What a call.
There's Spencer with the GD.
And Incog is second with 1 to spare.
1% to spare.
Unbelievable. So your top 3 are the 7, 20, and 19. What a call by both the 7 and the 20 there. They knew what they were doing. That was smart. Very, very smart right there.
Mach 1, are you happy now?
I mean, no one caught on to it until the very last second. I mean,
yeah.
How do you not catch on to that? Mike said he knew what he was doing in this race yesterday. He knew exactly what he was doing. Yeah, fastest lap goes to Cfrl. And the who is the second fastest in this race? Harris. By 1/1000th of a second. Oh my goodness. That is crazy.
All right, I will get Mike in here real quick.
Okay. I mean, that was a beautiful, beautiful strategy call. What a race. I mean, Mike knew what he was doing. He called the strategy. Incock followed suit. Nobody else knew what he was doing. And here's your race winner, Mr. Mike. How do you feel?
Feel good. Employed the strategy I was planning to, so feel good.
Overheard you say you had this race planned out yesterday. Is that true?
Yes. Yeah, I knew exactly the numbers I needed yesterday for this, and I tried to get Kylo to do it too. He didn't have the tire wear that I could manage, so I knew I needed to go, like after the stage, you kind of need to do 2 22-lap runs and then 1 21-lap run, and I could almost do that just driving regularly, but I had to tone it down. I didn't really want to run too hard throughout the run and burn him up at any point, so Spencer was pretty quick. I don't think I could have gone head-to-head with him, and I didn't really want to either because I knew if I was battling him, I would just kill what I have, and I was pretty certain that him and Cfrl, they're drivers that usually have poor tire wear, so I was pretty confident they weren't going to be able to make it that long, and it worked out.
Well, I mean, I think me and Tegan mentioned this too. We were noticing how hard they were racing each other in that last little run that they had before they had to pit. Were you just sitting there smiling while you just noticed that they were racing knowing that you were going to make it anyways, no problems asked?
Yeah, I called Tegan.
He did. I told Ron I had a phone call, and I came back and said, that was an interesting conversation. He's like, spill it. I'm like, I can't divulge my sources. Well, but Mike did it for me.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you saw my message.
I did, and I just wanted to make sure you saw what and you had an idea what was going on, because I hate to be like cocky and like call my shot, but I was pretty sure
called your
that I was going to
shot.
win. I was pretty sure that I was going to win. I don't think anybody else knew, which felt kind of good. You're like,
So congratulations that I didn't race right.
well, yeah, thank you. I appreciate
Because I
that.
called it before we started the race.
You had that
He did.
down, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if either of us, because what you practiced with us, I don't think we had. And Spencer's speed was kind of impressive. I thought.
Yeah.
He did not show that in practice. I thought I was. I thought I was going to be able to do it and lead anyway, but
yeah,
I wasn't.
I noticed in these Xfinity cars here that even though your right rear is wearing really bad, you're not breaking loose doing it.
No. Yeah.
It doesn't break loose. You know, the car doesn't break loose even though you're wearing. It's just classic Phoenix, but I kind of noticed that in the practice. You know, the fuel and everything, and I kind of gave Harris a heads up, but it sounded like he couldn't do it on tire wear either. So.
Yeah, I kind of like before every race I try to map out and just see the strategy and see what I think is the best thing to do. And I'm not right all the time. I obviously will make mistakes sometimes, but I felt pretty good about what I was going to employ in this race, and I'm just glad it worked out.
Well, I mean, congratulations. I mean, you had the strategy call. I mean, even NCall kind of followed the strategy maybe a lap sooner than you, but someone kind of knew what page you were on. So, I mean, congratulations on your win. Very smart strategy call. I mean, that's what you got to win. Got to do what you got to do that when you have to win at Phoenix.
Yeah, you're never going to win here without
some kind of strategy call. Yes.
This is like it's really strange because you don't think of it as that type of track in real life, but I mean, this track is the cheese grater in this game. I mean, it's unreal how tires are such a factor here. Like, you have to, in the Cup Series at least, you have to just
watch the
whole run
rear.
Almost, just to get the whole number stage. You might need. Basically, yeah, because the stage is kind of at an awkward number. So you kind of just need to, I remember, I'm rambling here, but like last year when we raced, I fell back to like 15th in the first stage. I ended up, I think, 5th. Just because I was like, I'm not gonna, they can pass me. I know they're not gonna make it. I know I will. So I was fine with it. But yeah, that's what you got to do here. So
yeah,
I did not mind doing it.
Which is why you end up winning this race because of strategy. Congrats, Mike.
Thank you, guys.
Let's get Incog in here. I mean,
Incog.
That was both of those guys kind of knew what they were doing. I don't know if Incog kind of caught on or he kind of noticed that maybe he could push it a little more. That was very interesting. That was very.
No, he was pushing it because he finished with 1%. So
yeah. And Mr. Incog, how are you doing? Second place finish.
Yeah, it was very surprising. I'm good though.
This is one of those races where you wish Mike didn't race, right?
Yeah, like always.
I mean, take me through your little strategy call. I mean, you and Mike were kind of on the same page with the strategy. He was able to go a lap longer than you, but it seems like you guys were on pretty similar strategies that ended up working out for both of you guys.
Yeah, that was pretty much the strategy to go in. I knew, like, from the race from last year that I did, that it was going to be a tire strategy. I believe Mike started the whole entire, 3 run, and I started on the middle run, which kind of, fucked me in the end. I had to slow down to about, I think I was 4 seconds behind him after the second run, and then I fell down to 11. I had to baby it, the last 10 laps.
Yeah. I mean, and you were able to. I mean, that's tough to do at a track that is basically deemed a cheese grater because your tires do not last here at all. How did your car feel overall, though? Was it a good car, or did you just feel like strategy was going to have to be the way to go no matter what?
Strategy was going to be the way no matter what, but my car did feel good. It was a little bit slower compared to the practice, but it was just it was definitely a position battle. If you got stuck behind somebody, you weren't as fast, then it would eat up all the tires. So
yeah, I mean, it definitely was noticeable when you noticed that the 44 and the 19 were in that last run just pushing it like it was nobody's business. That was just insanity. I mean, congratulations on your second place finish, Incog. Tiggy, you got anything else for him?
No, I don't. I think you covered it all, Ron.
Well, Incog, congrats on your second place finish. Hell of a call for your strategy as well. And if Mike wasn't in this race, you would have had the win. So congratulations.
As always. Thank you. Merci.
Have a good one.
All right, let's get Dirty Dan in here and make this one quick as
Mr.
possible. Heat test.
I don't blame him. I mean, he was definitely one of the faster cars.
Hang on, be quiet.
Okay.
Put on a happy face.
I am.
Okay.
Okay.
So Spencer, walk us through that and turn your fan down so we can hear you. Walk us through your last run battle there with Cfrl and then getting beat with strategy from Mike and Incog.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I kind of knew racing with Incog would wear my tires more. Maybe I should have been more conservative, but me and him were racing like literally like two angry dogs fighting over a chew toy. but it was fun though. Next time I'll keep track of my tires because we were racing each other pretty hard, and he taught me a lesson. That's why he was blocking every lane I was in.
Well, at that point, I think he knew y'all were going to have to make an extra pit stop. So he was just, I don't think he quite knew Mike was going to make it, but I think he was just trying to keep you close to him and try to short pitch you, which, would have worked if y'all didn't have two guys, that could make it. But did you blow a tire when you pitted, or did you just hit the wall?
It was I did nick the inside wall just to slow down. My right rear tire was at 1%, so I didn't blow it. And I did take two tires.
Ah, okay.
That's why you got third. Yeah. That was going to sting, but it's okay.
Well, I mean, if it's any consolation, Mike had this plan since yesterday, so.
Mike had this.
He always does.
Well, Spencer, congratulations on your third place. I know it sucks to lead all these laps and not win. Trust me, I've been there quite a few times, quite often. And it does suck, but it happens, you learn, and you do better next time.
Yeah, for sure, because this track is notorious for being a juice grater on tires. So hopefully we won't have that issue when we race here in Cup.
Oh, we definitely will.
Oh, God.
Yep. Apparently you ain't learning, so.
You're right. I should crawl in a corner.
Oh, that's your call, not mine.
I know. Thanks for broadcasting. See you guys at Mid-Ohio and Iowa.
Yeah,
later, Spencer.
Later.
I love giving him shit. Because that makes him go out quicker.
Well, anyways, a little recap of the race. Obviously, Spencer and Cfrl were near the end of the race. Definitely quick, but did not have the right strategy call, where Mike was just outsmarted them with perfect strategy, won the race, and Incog followed suit with the same strategy. We will be back here live Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Mid-Ohio and Iowa with a double header going into that week. Tegan, any thoughts of those two tracks? Two completely different tracks.
Yeah. They're both shit boxes, but, I digress. It's, Mid-Ohio, we're going to see the same cast of characters up there racing for the lead, the win. I think there's going to be about 3 or 4 guys that's in contention for, winning. And then Iowa, I think Iowa's could be an open race between 4 or 5 more different guys. So, I think tire wear and fuel mileage becomes a thing this weekend as well as it did tonight. So,
yeah, I mean, I agree, because Mid-Ohio is always a technical road course, especially going through that one area of the track. And then Iowa is just tough because you have so many lanes you can use, but it all depends on how your car is running and how your tires are. So that will do it for us tonight here. Mike Mann obviously being your winner here tonight with perfect strategy. We will see you guys on Sunday.